Hey there, how's it going? I want to make this video because I'm tired of people saying this car is not a Mustang. First of all, if you are a car enthusiast, don't go there and say that an EcoBoost Mustang is not a real Mustang. Get the freak out of here and don't come back. Don't come back until you understand what you're talking about. I mean, okay, so in the real world, not just in YouTube land where with the keyboard warriors, but in the real world, I've gotten nothing but compliments on this car. I've had a lot of people interested in this car, and when I mean this car, I mean the specific car, the high performance pack EcoBoost Mustang. Now, I'm not saying a regular EcoBoost is bad. I think this is definitely the best Mustang you can get for your money, even over a GT, which means it excludes a regular EcoBoost Mustang. But of course, I get a lot of crap in my videos, as you would probably expect, of people saying, oh, well, I don't want to listen to this guy because he drives an automatic EcoBoost Mustang. He shouldn't be allowed to talk. Like, what kind of nonsense is that, man? Just tell me, what makes this car any different from a V8 Mustang other than not having a V8? This car is a tune away from being faster than a GT Mustang. I kid you not. This car would be faster than a stock GT Mustang with a really nice tune, a really nice custom tune. And then of course that's gonna raise the, well, if you tune the 5 liter, if you E85 tune 5 liter bolt-on GT, it's like, stop there, okay? Stop there, you're missing the point. He shouldn't matter because he drives an automatic, you know, EcoBoost Mustang. He's not a real Mustang guy. Like, what kind of crap is that? You kidding me? Are you kidding me? What do you mean I'm not a real Mustang guy? Do you not see the other cars I have? What kind of nonsense is that? Get out of here with that. It's such a, that kind of mentality is so stupid. Okay? I mean, it's absolutely stupid to think like that. This particular car, the high performance pack Mustang, is an excellent car. High performance pack EcoBoost Mustang. I am confident that with a really nice tune, a custom tune on this car, on 93, maybe blend in a little ethanol, you know, maybe do like an E20 or something, would be faster than a GT. This engine is a really good engine. It's actually a very technologically advanced engine, even over just the standard EcoBoost. I mean, this engine here offers a lot of things that you don't normally find in a regular vehicle. I mean, this engine, this 2.3 EcoBoost in this car has so many awesome technological advancements, which allows it to be so much better than anything's ever come before in terms of Ford 4-cylinder turbo power. You know, of course, the modern design, you got aluminum block, aluminum heads, twin overhead cams, you got variable valve timing, you got direct injection, you have turbocharging with a twin scroll turbocharger. You know, these are technology. This is racing technology. This is stuff you wouldn't even get on a regular car. This engine is so technologically advanced. Its potentials really is its limits. You know, is its physical limits. See, even this engine, because of its max boost pressure of 22 psi on a stock calibration, mind you, Ford actually had to make some revisions with how things are put together. So there's the way the head is and the way it mounts to the block, I think, is a little bit different over your standard EcoBoost. It's got a different gasket. It's got a lot of different things. I think they've learned their mistakes over the years with this 2.3 and different applications, and they've made this one very robust. Of course, I think one of the biggest limiting factors, and this is going to be for max power numbers, would be the open deck type cylinders, the way these newer EcoBoost engines are. But of course, now we have companies who can fill in those and still retain water jackets for cooling around the cylinders. So I think if you know, that kind of work was done, then this engine could easily support, I mean, reliably support over 500 wheel horsepower. I mean, it may be able to do that now. I don't know. I don't even think really many people are experimenting with this engine and its max performance, but I mean, as of now. But I really do think this engine is probably going to be one of Ford's best 4-cylinder engines in recent times. I mean, just the way the car is set up now, has a very broad power band. It's not peaky, it's not torquey. You have power pretty much from 2,500 RPMs to redline. You know, it is a very satisfying vehicle to drive stock. I think with a proper tune, this and with the way this engine is set up, with all the components it has on it, you know, that's upgraded from over a regular EcoBoost, that it just takes a tune to make this car faster than a GT. And someone's probably going to be like, well, okay, fine, you might be able to get close to GT power numbers, but why is it going to be faster? GT's going to make more power. Except you're missing the fact that this car weighs over 200 pounds less than a base GT. The Coyote, it's a big engine. It's got a lot of things going on with it. And it's a little bit more heavy than this little EcoBoost. I mean, it's a baby little thing. It's, you know, you pop the hood and you could probably fit 2 EcoBoosts under there. It's tiny. It really is. But that doesn't mean it's not a powerful engine. It's a really robust engine. I think it's really powerful. Of course, I think people, you know, and the reliability of this engine has always been mixed bag. Some people blow them up early, some people blow them up never. Well, I think a lot of it goes in how you maintain your vehicle. And of course, knowing Ford, there probably really is quality control problems that go into that reasoning as well. But overall, this is a good engine. And in fact, this is probably the best bargain car for the money. I don't think you'll get a better car for the money. Now, unfortunately, to keep the price the way it is, you know, see, I picked this car up about $32,000. So there's some rebates on it at the time, so I had a really good deal on this car. In fact, I could have gotten it under $30,000 with the available rebates, but the way I structured my loan, it made more sense to take less rebates. So this car, you know, you could easily pick up for, you know, in the low $30,000 as long as you get the base model. You know, unfortunately, you don't get all the convenience features and the technology package and all the other stuff and the nice interior, but you still get all the things that make this car a better performing car than most other cars. You get the high performance EcoBoost. You get the bigger brakes from a performance pack GT, not even base GT brakes. So if you get a base GT, you don't even get the nice brakes. Okay, you're just paying a couple grand more for that Coyote. That is it. And you get less. So you're paying more for the Coyote, but you get less overall features. You know, this has a 355 limited slip rear end. This has, you know, better suspension over a base GT and, you know, of course, an EcoBoost. This overall is a better package. I mean, you got to remember, this is an $8,000 option on top of a normal EcoBoost. So, you know, you're getting $8,000 worth of upgrades. That's all for performance. It's all about making this car go faster. You know, of course, this car is equipped with a 10-speed, and that's another, like, $2,000 option. So, you know, I think really this car is, hands down, the best bargain car right now. I mean, I don't know if any other cars, like if you're stock for stock, you know, I think you can get a better car performing wise out there for around this money. You know, there's a couple other options you could probably get. However, I think if you're just going to do basic stuff to it, if you can get one of these for around 30 grand, you're not going to really beat what it's capable of doing. I mean, I'm pretty sure a tune in this car is going to be running mid to low 12s in a quarter mile. I mean, if you really want to get crazy, I think the way this turbo is, I think this turbo could support probably 4 to 500 wheel horsepower, I think, before it really taps out. So if you really wanted to just go full ham and upgrade and do a full E85 conversion and tune on E85, I think you could easily be, I would say, very close to a high 11-second car. If not, I don't even know. You probably could be in high 11 seconds with full 85 conversion, which on this car actually isn't bad. It's only 4 injectors you got to worry about. I'm sure you got to upgrade the high pressure fuel pump, and I guess you would have to upgrade the in-tank pump perhaps. Actually, might not even have to worry about the in-tank pump. That might be just fine. Just upgrade the high pressure fuel pump, 4 injectors, and call it a day. You know, have it tuned on E85 and you could probably easily pick up massive horsepower. I mean, I think with a proper E85 tune, compared, thinking about what they actually do on the Focus RS, this would be well over 400 wheel horsepower. and you're actually getting more power to the wheels in the Mustang than you would a Focus RS, because, you know, Focus RS is got all-wheel drive system that's got to go to, you know, before it gets the power down. So you're probably getting a little bit more power to the wheels with the rear-wheel drive setup in the 10-speed. Not to mention the 10-speed. You know, we all know what this transmission's capable of doing. So yeah, I mean, honestly, anyone on a budget should definitely get one of these. It's a great car. It's fun. Even in factory form, it's still a fun car. It gives me everything I need. It gives me the feel of a modified car factory. And honestly, I am a couple toggle switches away from transforming the way this car drives. You know, right now, I have this car set up for just comfort and just cruising and driving. And I actually have a throttle controller that's set on economy mode. Right now, just, you know, normal cruising, city driving type stuff. I'm averaging 25, you know, generally I can get 26, you know, on highway where I'm in 30s. You know, it's good on gas, it's a comfortable car, but if I feel like I need a little bit more out of it, you know, if I'm feeling a little bit saucy, you know, and I want to, you know, cause a little bit of trouble, it doesn't take much to do it. I don't really have to do too much to transform the way this car drives. You know, this can go from, this car literally can go from eco to boost. Jekyll and Hyde with this car, you know. So right now, I'm just cruising, right? Cool. Adjust my throttle controller. Nice. I'm gonna flip the car in a drag strip mode. Optimize this transmission. Wonderful. Put the gear selector in sport. Great. Now this is where the fun is. Lay the hammer down. Oh jeez. 22 psi. A boost kicks in. Transmission shifts. Bang you against the seat, and you start moving. And it's a quick car. It really is. It's a quick car. I mean, it's not the fastest thing on the road, but it's a quick car. It's hard to believe it's a stock 4-cylinder. Ford has did a pretty good job with this one. Not to mention, if you put it in sport mode, this is one of my favorite things to do. Put it in sport mode, take traction control off. I leave StabiliTrak on. Take traction control off. Of course, hit your paddle shifters because that allows manual shifting mode. And then that was damn near 60. That quick. Tripped second to third gear, and it's like 90 degrees out here. It's just like, it's a fun car. And now, flip it back into normal mode. Closes the valves on the exhaust, makes it a little bit more quiet, a little more comfortable. Take the throttle controller, make my adjustments back in the eco mode. And now, I'm just cruising. Now it's a nice, comfortable car. So yeah, the whole purpose of this video was to basically shut up the haters about this car. You don't know what you're talking about, okay? You don't. Just shut up. This is a fantastic car. You know, this is the best value Mustang you can get for the money right now, hands down. And I'm actually glad I ended up getting this. This was, you know, it's a fun car. I'm really excited for the future of this car. And we actually have a new part for the car here that I'll be making a video about soon. Remember that Steeda throttle body spacer for the SHO? Now we got one for this. Nice Steeda throttle body spacer. Not sure what it's gonna do. I noticed a small difference in the SHO. It wasn't, you know, like hitting it with a 50 shot of nitrous or anything, but it seemed to make a very small difference in the low end. It felt a little bit more smoother to the way the torque came in. So I want to see how it works on this car. I'm curious to know. And I want to do a before and after test to actually measure the performance gain or lost with the new Steeda throttle body spacer here. So always keep a lookout for that video. But that will be it for this video. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with everyone you know. If you want to see more content like this, then go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Keep a lookout for the next True Ford Enthusiast video.